Welcome to morning yoga today. And I have a quote that I think is just really important to think about. You are so loved and needed in this world. Remember your worth. We each have a gift and a distinct gift to contribute to others for the good of all. And a lot of times it's easy to forget that because most of us are just pretty ordinary people going about our lives. And we often think of a gift as something like, something big and really out there and very showy. But a lot of times our gifts can be subtle. Maybe it's that you have an artistic ability or a small skill that makes things easier. Maybe you're really good at decorating the house, or maybe you're a really good listener for other people, or you just have a great smile. And so when people see you, that makes them smile, whether you're just walking down the street or whatever. So it's important to just focus on those gifts that all of us have, whether they're small or large gifts to the world, that they all contribute to the good of all. So take a moment on your mat, close your eyes, and take a few deep grounding breaths. And as you breathe on your mat, just bring to mind any of the small gifts that you have that you contribute, the ways that you make people in your life make their life easier, make it more comfortable, make them a little happier, bring a little more joy to them, and realize that even by touching one person, there's a ripple effect out into our world. So let your breath get deeper and longer as you ground down onto your mat. And if there's things that you are thinking about that have happened in the past or are going to have to happen in the future, just let those go right now so you can be present right now on the mat, taking that time to take care of yourself. And with your hands on your knees, start to flow. Inhale, coming forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck in. We're just starting to slowly wake up the spine. As you come forward, circle to one side. And as you come forward, pause and reverse that direction. And then come to center, come to stillness, close the eyes, take a big inhale, hold the breath for a moment. Exhale, release the breath, take another big deep inhale. And notice, observe the energy of the spine, just how it feels as you do that little warm up. And then inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, release them behind your back. Tent the fingers, tone the belly, draw the shoulder blades together, lift your heart center, lift your gaze. Keep a long neck and have some deep breaths into the heart center here. Just illuminating those gifts, allowing yourself to share those gifts with the world. One more big breath here. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands on the mat or the ground and walk yourself forward. Dig your fingertips in and let your head bow down. Take a few breaths into the back body, the back of the heart center. Really let it expand and widen. If your hips feel tight, try to soften them. Walk yourself back up and switch feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release the hands behind the back again. Tent the fingers, tone the belly, draw the shoulder blades together. Lift up through the sternum, keep a long neck. Raise your cheekbones, smile here, and take a few deep breaths into that heart center. Letting the chest open up, letting the heart open up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands on the mat. Walk yourself forward, let the head bow down. And take a few more nice big breaths here. And then walk yourself back up and come on up to standing. Come up to standing on your mat, feet hip distance apart and parallel. And we'll start with the energy medicine yoga wake up. So find your collarbones, drop down 1 inch into that first hollow. And with your first 2 fingers and thumbs, do some tapping. You can do slow or fast, firm or gentle, and breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Stimulating the K27 point, which is the end point of the kidney meridian, helping to wake up all the energy meridians. On the next exhale, shake out your hands and then take one hand to the sternum, tapping here. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, stimulating the immune system and building our T cells. The end of this next exhale, shake off the hands and then bring them to the spleen points, end of the spleen meridian, helping us to assimilate all the things that enter the body physically or energetically. Let the breath be nice and expansive as you exhale out the mouth and tap all around that triangle of the ribcage. And then shake it off and bring 2 fingers under each eye on the cheekbones, tapping here, the beginning point of the stomach meridian, helping us feel grounded and stable. And then tap all the way around the eye socket, over the brow, and all the way back down. And then shake it off. And then come to tapping, same hand to same knee. And brush it off and cross it over, getting the different hemispheres of the brain, talking to the different sides of the body, waking us up, getting all that energy moving in a positive direction, crossing over, moving forward. And then shake it off, bring the hands one in front of the other, stand up tall, and set the intention to allow your gifts to shine through so you can share those with others and illuminate your corner of the world. Inhale, draw the hands up. Exhale it out. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring one finger on the belly button, one on the third eye, gently press in slightly up. 3 breaths here. Thanks. Release the hands. Inhale, arms up, turn to the right. Exhale, weave the hands down, stay tall. Inhale, arms up, turn to the left, weave the hands down. Inhale up. Exhale, weave the hands down, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back into a lunge. Exhale, the left leg back, downward dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower to the mat, either knees, chin, chest, or through chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips high, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg straight behind you. Exhale, drop forward to a lunge. Inhale, the left leg forward, ground down the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, trace up spleen. Bring the fingers to the inside of the big toes. Draw them to the ankle bone, up the inner aspect of the leg. Hip point up over the armpit crease to the spleen point. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, weave the hands down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back into a lunge. Exhale, the right leg back, downward dog. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, hip side, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg straight behind you. Exhale, drop forward to a lunge. Inhale, the right leg forward, ground down the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, trace up spleen. Have your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Tone the belly, lengthen the tailbone, have the knees right over the feet and hip distance apart. Bring your thumbs to your sternum and take your index fingers and set them in the little hollow at the base of the throat. The rest of your palms can come away if that's more comfortable. Breathing here, feel that strength in the legs. Lengthen the tailbone, the low back, so it's not pinching. Breathe here. If it feels better to exhale out the mouth, go ahead and do that as the intensity builds. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to the low back. Draw the belly in, lengthen the tailbone. Press the fingers into the pelvis. Draw the elbows together. Again, keep a long neck like you have an orange behind there. Breathe deep into the heart center. Lift your sternum up to the sky. Raise your cheekbones. And then inhale up. Exhale, weave the hands down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back into a lunge. Ground down the feet and inhale, rise up, high lunge. Shoulders down your back, spread your fingertips here. Breathing into it. Clasp your hands, roll the shoulders down your back. As you exhale, lean forward over the front leg, tone the belly, lift the back leg off the mat, coming into warrior three. Lower the foot down on the inhale, bend the knee a little bit. You don't have to touch it to the ground, and then exhale, come forward. We're just going to hinge here. Try to come back up into your warrior three. Lower the knee down. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Inhale, lower the foot, lower the knee all the way down. On your exhale, and you can adjust yourself here if you want to widen the stance. On the exhale, twist to the left, look over the left shoulder, but open through the collarbone. So draw the right shoulder back even as you're twisting to the left. Breathing here, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, go a little deeper. Just explore, where can you open up comfortably here? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands on the mat, tuck the back toes, step back to downward dog, pedal out the feet, lift and lower the heels. And then lengthen through the tailbone. Take a big breath in your downward dog, let the neck relax. Inhale, forward to a plank. Exhale, lower to the mat, draw the shoulders back, tone the belly. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, hip side, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg straight behind you. Exhale, drop forward to lunge. Inhale, the left leg forward, ground down the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, trace up spleen. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring them to the pelvis again. Fingers down, lengthen the tailbone, tone the belly, elbows together towards each other. Lead or lift with the heart center. Nice big breaths here. One more. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, weave the hands down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back into a lunge. Ground down the feet. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Square yourself up on the mat. Really reach through that back heel. Spread the fingertips. Take a nice big breath here. And then bring your hands together, clasp the fingers, point the index finger. On the exhale, come forward, shift the weight over the leg, lift the back leg up. And then exhale, set the foot, or actually inhale, set the foot down and bend the knee. Exhale, come forward, tone the belly, lift the leg. Inhale, lower the foot, raise the arms, knee almost touches the mat. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lower the foot, lower yourself all the way down, and you can adjust your stance if you want it wider here. On the exhale, twist to the right, right hand on the hip, left hand on the knee. Open up that left shoulder, draw it down the back as you look over the right. Breathing here. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back to downward dog. Pedal out your feet, lift and lower the heels. And then come to a stable dog, grounding down through the hands and the balls of the feet. Lift up through the sit bones. Nice long back here. And then inhale forward to a plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower to the mat, your choice how. Point the toes, draw the shoulders down your back. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips high, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg straight behind you. Exhale, drop forward to a lunge. Inhale, the right leg forward, ground down the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, trace up spleen. Have your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back to Utkatasana. As you inhale, raise the right hand up, left hand down, flex the fingertips and stretch. Exhale. Inhale, reach the left arm up, flex the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale, heaven touching earth. Exhale. Imagine being that conduit, your gifts connecting earth energy to the divine energy. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and hold here for a moment. Lengthen the tailbone, breathing here, finding that strength and power. And then inhale, arms up, clasp the hands, ground down through the feet, and lengthen the tailbone by toning the belly to the spine. And reach over to the left side. Take a big breath into the right side body as you ground that right foot down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, over to the right side. Ground down that left foot. Keep the shoulders stacked. Nice big breath, reaching here. Inhale up. Exhale, weave the hands down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back into a lunge and bring your hands on either side of your front foot. So the knee is right over the ankle. Square yourself up. You could use a block under the right hand if you like. Keep the right hand on the mat. Raise the left hand up. Open through the chest. Reach long from the heel through the crown of the head. Spread your fingertips wide up above. Circle that top hand and circle the other way. Flick the fingers one at a time. Flick all the fingers. And then exhale, circle the hand down behind you. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale it back. Inhale and reach. Exhale back. Inhale up. And then weave the hand down like you're washing a window. Bring the forearm onto the thigh. Spin your back foot. Stack your shoulders and reach long through that right side. Ground down the right foot. Turn the palm up to the sky. And as you exhale, circle the hand around behind you, keeping the palm facing up. Flip it around as you need to. Do that one more time, opening up the chest. And then bring the hand back behind you. Take a nice big breath here. Flick each finger one time of the right hand. Flick them all. And then exhale, weave the hand down onto the mat and step back to a tabletop. Coming into your tabletop, let your belly drop as you lift your gaze and inhale. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, let the belly drop. Exhale. One more time. Come to your neutral spine and bring the right foot straight behind you, toes pointing down. Bring the left hand out in front. Breathing here, lengthening. Finding that balance, knowing that there's constantly a little bit of movement in the pose. And then lengthen on the inhale. On the exhale, bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale and reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the belly up as you exhale. Next exhale. Inhale. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push back to child's pose. Drop the mula bandha. Let the head bow down, drawing up the pelvic floor. Inhale to table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, table. Tuck the toes and exhale, come into your downward dog. Strong shoulders on the back. As you inhale, float forward to a plank and lengthen from the heels through the crown of the head. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. From here, draw the shoulders down the back, tone the belly. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga or knees, chin, chest. Point the toes, let the forehead come onto the mat. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Hold here, lead with the sternum. Draw your hands back towards the hips. Take a nice big full breath. And then exhale, lower down, stack the hands. Let the forehead come onto the back of your hands. Exhale out the mouth, rock the hips back and forth a few times. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips high, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg straight behind you and exhale, drop forward to a lunge. And then square yourself up into this lunge with your knee off the mat. Keep the left hand on the mat or a block and raise the right hand up. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, really reach from the heel again through the crown of the head. Imagine yourself in a nice straight line here. Circle that top hand. Circle it the other way. Flick the fingers one at a time. Flick all the fingers. Exhale, circle the hand back behind you. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale it back. Inhale up. Exhale it back. Inhale up. And then weave the hand down on your next exhale. Bring it onto your thigh. Spin your left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Stack the shoulders and reach long through that left side. Ground down the left foot. Turn the palm up to the sky and exhale, circle your hand behind you. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale it back. Inhale, come forward. One more time. Exhale, back and around. And then bring it all the way back behind you. Turn your gaze up to the sky. Take a big breath here. Flick each finger on that left hand one time. Flick all of them. And then exhale, weave the hand down onto the mat and step back to your tabletop. Let the belly drop. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come to a neutral spine. Tone the belly. Bring the left foot straight behind you. Turn the toes down. Try to level the hips to the mat and raise up the right arm. Thumb pointing up to the sky. As you reach, draw the shoulders down your back. Tone the belly here to help hold the pose. And then inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Draw the belly up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push back to child's pose. Drop the mula bandha. Let the head bow down. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high, come into downward dog. Draw the shoulders down your back. Inhale to either a plank or you can flip the feet, tone the belly, come into up dog, but be gentle with the low back. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward, your choice, plank or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale, lower down to the mat, hands under the shoulders, point the toes, lengthen the tailbone. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower the forehead onto the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhale up. Hold here, draw the hands back towards the hips, lengthen the spine. Nice big breath, raise your cheekbones, lead with the sternum. Exhale, lower down, stack the hands, your choice. If the top palm is up or down, let your forehead rest on the hand. Take a few breaths, exhale out the mouth, rock the hips out. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips high, downward dog. And then look forward to your hands and walk your feet forward. Ground the feet down. Take the hands behind the back, clasp them. Bend the knees. Circle the hands on the low back. Take a few breaths here. Have as much bend in the knee as you need to be comfortable in the low back. If you can, circle the hands further up the spine. And then circle them back down. Take the hands over the shoulders. Take a few breaths here, letting the spine lengthen. Bring the hands back down to the low back and switch your grips. You have the other hand on, other finger on top, and circle the opposite direction. And then work that circle up the spine. Work it back down. Take the hands away from the bottom. Take a couple of big breaths here. Let the neck relax, let the shoulders relax. Bring the hands back down to the low back, palms facing away from you. Bend the knees a little, lift the chest, coming into a variation of chair, and bring the hands around to the hip crease. Flip them a few times, push into the mat. Inhale, draw the hands up over the mouth, cup the mouth, 3 audible exhales like you're fogging a mirror. And then bring the fingers over the ears, trace them behind the ears onto the heart center. Just close your eyes for a moment. Check in with your body, your mind. Come back to that idea of your inner gifts. Breathe deep into the heart center, allowing those gifts to shine bright, to be illuminated. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, weave the hands down, forward fold. Let the heels come off the mat and come into a little squat where you're supported with the hands. And we'll do the 5-element flow. Wrap your one hand around the knee. This is blowing out the candle associated with winter and water and transforming our fear into courage. So inhale, tuck the chin. On your exhale, lift the head and make the WHO sound like you're blowing out a candle. Inhale, tuck in, exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Let your hand come down onto the mat. Lengthen the legs. Have as much bend in the knee as you need to. Expelling the venom associated with spring and the wood element, transforming our anger into assertive action. So imagine there are weeds and pull up anything that is irritating you, frustrating you, or whatever. And inhale, draw the hands up. On the exhale, SH sound, throw it down. Release what's no longer serving you. Do it again. Imagine pulling up those weeds. Inhale up. Exhale. Whatever those weeds are, those things that are muddling your life, causing you tension or suffering, inhale, draw it up. Exhale. It may be something physical. It may be something that's not very tangible. It may be other people or events. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale it out. One more time, dig deep. Anything that is negative in your life right now, inhale, draw it up. Exhale, send it out. Then inhale and trace up spleen. And on your exhale, HA sound, hands on the thighs. Bringing down the flame associated with summer and the fire elements, transforming our anxiety into joy and creativity. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead, bring the fingers together. As you exhale, HA sound, thumbs to the crown chakra, helping us tap into our bliss. Inhale, open the arms out, fingers together, HA, thumb to the third eye, helping us tap that fire into our intuition, allowing ourselves to listen to it. Inhale, open up, HA, thumb to the heart center, bringing that fire in so it's fueled by our love. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, HA, thumb to the navel. Let the hands come onto the belly. 3 HA sounds here. Setting that fire deep into our belly, into our lower 3 chakras, where it can give us strength and stability and power and help us fuel ourselves so that we can allow our gifts to shine bright. Bring the hands out to the hips on the next exhale. Draw them down the outer part of the leg, off the little pinky toe, and inhale, trace up spleen. And then wrap your arms around yourself. Let yourself rock back and forth using Ujjayi breath, in and out the nose. And this is cradling the baby, transforming our worry into self-love and compassion associated with the earth element and with the solstice and the equinox times. So imagine just filling yourself with unconditional love for yourself and others. And then inhale, hold the breath in and pull down, reaching 4 times for whatever it is you need from the universe, and trace your fingers over the ears, reach out, exhale, fold forward. Lift up the feet and bring your fingers to beyond the ball of the foot. So towards the arch, but under the foot, into what we call K1 point, the first point of the kidney meridian. On your inhale, press into that point on your foot and try to come up to a flat back as best you can. Exhale, bend the knees, let the head bow down. Inhale, press in and lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press in and lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, trace up spleen. Exhale with the S sound, hands on the thighs. Human touching divine, associated with fall and the metal element, transforming our grief into faith and trust. Ground down through the feet, tone the belly, lift the heart center, open the palms at hip height. On your exhale, make the S sound, bring the fingertips almost together, bend the knees slightly. Inhale, open the arms at chest height, lift the gaze, nice big breath, raise your cheekbones, knowing you don't need to know all the answers. Exhale, almost touch the fingers. Inhale, reach the hands up high, shoulders down your back, spread your fingers, knowing the universe has got your back. And on your exhale, S sound, bring the fingers to the back sides of the forearms, to the elbows, up to the shoulders, and one hand on each lung, crossed over. Take 3 exhales here, making the S sound. Let yourself feel grounded down. Just release the hands. Take a moment to just check in with your breath and your body and your mind. And then lower yourself down onto your mat. Bring the feet together and let the knees come out to the sides. Spread your fingers so you have your thumbs and your 2 other fingers in an L shape. Take the thumb and bring it behind the ankle bone, heading towards the Achilles, and your 2 fingers from the arch of the foot leading up to that big joint on the ball of the foot. And so those are spleen 3 and kidney 3. Press into those. Close your eyes and release the pressure a little bit, but keep the contact. Let the knees soften, let the hips relax. Breathing here. And just notice if you can draw up a pulse or any kind of sensation like warmth or tingling here in the fingertips. And then press in a little firmer and trace the fingers up to the knees, to the hip point, up straight up to the K27 point. Reach them up, flick the fingers here. And then bring the knees together, lengthen the feet out in front of you, flex the feet. Take your right hand and hold onto your ribs, left hand hold onto the back of your elbow. Reach tall through the crown of the head, tone the belly, and slowly roll yourself down onto the mat, very slow. Reach the arms overhead, take a nice big breath in. And then exhale, bring your hands to your sides. One more nice inhale. Exhale, tone the belly, lift the head, shoulders, hands, feet off the mat, coming into stretch pose. So your low back is on the mat and breathing here. If you like, you can do breath of fire, pumping the belly, or you can just hold here. Hang in there with it. And exhale, release and hug the knees into the chest. Rock yourself back and forth a little bit. And then let the knees come over to the right side. Stretch out the top left, top leg, and then take your hand, reach behind and hold on to the back of the knee. Open your arm out to the side, turn away from the legs. Take a couple nice big breaths here. If your hand doesn't want to reach behind the knee, that's fine. Just bring it wherever feels comfortable. One more breath, and then come back to center, hug the knees into the chest. Let them come over to the other side, stretch out the top leg. See if you can take your hand behind the knee, open up the arm, looking away from the legs. Take a few breaths here. Come back to center, hug the knees into the chest, bring the chin up to the knees, and lay yourself long on your mat. Find your Shavasana, however feels comfortable for you, whether you just adjust, maybe you squeeze and release, maybe you rock yourself back and forth, and then take a nice, big, deep, full breath and just let it come out. Let yourself soften, softening from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. Notice if anything starts to tense up again. Just invite it to soften and relax. And as you breathe, just breathe into the heart center, allowing that light to shine a little brighter with each breath. And then bring a little length to the breath, bring a little life to the fingers and toes, wiggling them around. Stretch your arms long overhead in a full body stretch and roll over to your right side. Cradle your head and your arm, draw the knees up. Take a few breaths here, just letting your practice settle in. And when you're ready, slowly come up to a seated position with your eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart center and gently bow the chin, honoring yourself for showing up to take this time to take care of yourself and honoring your gifts that you share with the world. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today, and I wish you a wonderful day. And if you can stay for a few minutes of meditation, I invite you to stay on your mat. And if you need to head off for your day, have a wonderful week. If you're staying on your mat, bring your thumbs to your sternum and your pinkies touching, and let your 3 middle fingers splay out. Close the eyes and sit up nice and tall. Take a few breaths here, grounding yourself down, just settling down, softening the brow, soften the jaw. Let the shoulders roll down your back. With the next exhale, let the belly soften, let the hips relax, and the sit bones get heavy. Let the knees open up a little. And then bring your attention to this little vessel you've created at your heart center. And as you breathe in, imagine drawing in all the love and the positive energy from those people in your life that help fuel your heart center and fuel your own gifts. And as you exhale, imagine your gifts to the world going back out to all those around you. And as you visualize that exhale, imagine that you're like sitting in a little pool of water. And as you breathe that out, ripples circle all around you and ripple out to the world. And then inhale, draw that energy back in. And as you exhale it out, it goes out to those around you and then has a ripple effect, just touching more and more people, reaching further out into the world. Stay with that breath, breathing in all that positive energy and love around you, exhaling out more of the same along with your gifts. Knowing that when you touch one person with your gift, it affects many as it ripples out through the world and through the community. Draw in a nice, deep, full breath and hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale, release it, send the hands up, send it out, send your love, send your gifts, send your brightness out to the world. Raise your cheekbones and smile as you breathe here. And then on your next inhale, draw your hands onto your heart center, one over the other. Gently bow the chin. And slowly flutter open the eyes, raise the cheekbones and smile. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. May you remember to shine your light bright, illuminate your corner of the world as best you can, and it will reflect back upon you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Dion. That was great.
Thanks, Dion.
Thank you. Glad you could join me.